Now that the sound's on, hey, we're live. I just realized I forgot my tablet, so I'm going to run upstairs and get that, so I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Let's brighten up my display so I can hopefully see what you guys are talking about. There we go. All right. Good morning, Barricade. Good morning, Esky. D-Dog. Good morning. Hey, Dad, that was a lot of fun hanging out on the stream there after our, what was it, Wednesday stream, playing some SnowRunner there. So, in Barricade, that was good too. So, thank you very much for supporting me on that. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Travis, hey! Welcome, Travis. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, we'll get the overhead camera going here, too. That's probably pretty important. Start up. Did I hit the button? Bonk. There we go. All right, now I got to change my other glasses so I can verify my focus. All right, here we go. Got a good crew today. All right, I love it. Looks pretty good. There. I'm happy with that. Looks good. All right, cool. All right, let's see here. This guy sounds like a fish tank scene from Meaning of Life. Nice. Let's see. David, wow, we got a great crew this morning. Thank you very much, everybody, for the support. Good morning, everybody. All right, SnowRunner's fun. I'm gonna have to blow the dust off the PS4. Yeah, it's for all systems, so whatever you want to play it on. But if you play it on PS4, you know, if our times line up, we could play together or whatnot. So that could be fun. Jonathan. Oh, hey. Let's see. It was you that commented on the video for the two industry people that I interviewed. So I want to say thank you for that. I wish I could have done a longer interview. It wasn't that I wish I would have done a longer interview. Let me put it that way. So yeah, if I would have edited that in at the day and then realized it's like, boy, I should really go back and do a second interview or something, that would have been awesome. So, but I appreciate that comment because that's a good comment and it's a constructive comment. So thank you. All right, let's see here. But yeah, so what Jonathan was referring to was I did if you haven't seen the video yet, I've been doing a lot of interviews, displaying a lot of interviews from Midwest Gaming Classic, and one of those was a couple industry people there. Let's see who they were. Let's see here. Let's open up another window. Go to my YouTube studio, and come on. Get to it here. Content. All right, that was Wally Welch and Kevin O'Connor. Yeah, so Jonathan had a great comment. It's like, oh, I wish we would have interviewed those guys. One of them seemed like they really wanted to talk some more. So that was good constructive criticism, so thank you. All right, we have got Golden Grams today. Let's see here, we'll put it there. And nothing too special for breakfast. My stomach was a bit upset last night, but hey, it is what it is. I have not leveled this game. I've moved it from where it originally is, so it's bound to be out of level. But hey, that's kind of the fun about playing games on location, even they're not all level. Ryan, hey! Good morning, Ryan. We got some Golden Grams going on today, so not quite as fancy as some of the breakfasts you make, but you know, hey. We try. You gotta start somewhere, right? I'm only teasing. All right. King Kino. Awesome. All right. 1976, 1977, and 1978 were great years for Gottlieb, from my understanding. I've got two machines from 77, Jungle Queen and Vulcan, and they're both a lot of fun. All right. Okay. I'll move my golden grams over here. I don't want them to fall. I don't want golden grams all over. That is an awesome game. Thank you. It is really cool. We'll go through the features and rules and everything. So yeah. Gottlieb Caveman. Yes. Very cool. Very cool. We'll see how out of level this is, and if it is, well, we're just gonna not even worry about it. It's half the fun of playing games. Whoa, good save. I don't say that because of skill. It's just lucky. Alright, we are also set to 3-ball. I prefer having my machine set to 3-ball if I feel it is appropriate. The cool thing about the games from at least 77, maybe they did it earlier, was it's really designed to be 3-ball or 5-ball and still have balanced scoring. One of the things I like to highlight about that, I think it might be pretty level. One of the things I like to highlight about that, the reason why I feel that is that way, Gottlieb and other manufacturers were trying to change it to 3-ball and also 25 cents per play. So what Gottlieb did is a lot of machines before, even with Gottlieb, would have just a little 2-prong plug, or maybe even 1-prong, for an adjustment from 3 to 5-ball. And all that would do is that would just change the electrical relationship for the end-of-ball circuitry. But if you look on this machine has a Jones plug on it that has like 10 or 12 connections on it. And it's like, wow, why do you need so many connections just to have 3-ball versus 5-ball? And what they do is they actually change the rules of the game with that plug. It changes the scoring for the pop bumpers and how often targets reset and several other things. How often the extra ball comes on, you know. Special light, how often that comes on. So they really did a lot of thinking to determine that. Alright, we'll see if we can score an extra ball here. This machine is a little too easy to score extra ball on. I like Jungle Queen better because the extra ball light kind of moves around. Hey, we got extra ball. Sweet. Alright, let's see here. Get it up to the top. Alright, Barricade says, oh, I need to chat with you sometime soon for pinball pickup. Yeah, definitely. You know, whenever. You know me, I'm pretty straightforward, pretty easygoing. Alright, let's see. We got shoot again, so let's hit her. So that is one of the cool things about these and setting them on 3-ball versus 5-ball. Alright, whew, another good save. Oh. Whoa, nice. I really like this game, even though this game was done by the same designer, Ed Krasinski, and same artists did this pin as Jungle Queen. I think they probably only had one of each at Gottlieb at the time. Boo. But even though they're same artist and same designer of the pin, they're radically different. Some of the cool features of this pin, besides, mainly it's asymmetrical. You don't have your traditional 3 pops and 2 bakes and slings, or like on Jungle Queen, the extra flippers, so it's really cool. Live the art package on this game. Gordon Morrison. Oh yes, Gordon Morrison, yes. What's really cool about this game, Ryan, is probably when I'm done today, I will take the head off and put this up in the storage position and get it out of the way just so I got room for Christmas activities and whatnot. Might build a slot car track or have my son build a slot car track. I think he's been itching to do that like all year, so we'll probably set up some tables and do that for him. But what's really cool is when I have this thing covered up and don't play it for a while, every time I whip off the cover or look at it, I go, wow, I love those flames and love that smoke and, you know, orange flames, red smoke, kind of getting into purple smoke up here. Really cool, really good job on it. So definitely good stuff. And thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. Alright, D-Dot, I've been playing too many modern pins. These sound like music to my ears. Very cool, yes. Alright, let's hear it again. We'll go over the rules on this too. It's got pretty deep rules on it. Alright, David says, switched my Gottlieb soccer from 3-ball to 5-ball about a year ago. Didn't like it at all, so I put it right back on 3-ball. Oh, very cool, very cool. One of the things I like about this game and also about Jungle Queen, they can both have short ball times. That's kind of what I appreciate, is shorter ball times. And when you get longer ball times, on a game that's set up generally for shorter ball times is you've earned it. So you got a good feeling of accomplishment there. All right, there we go. Nice, doing good. All right, so we've got 2 drop target banks on this game, and they're at odd angles and odd positions, which I really like. So we've got a 4 bank right here, and the 4 bank is 500 and add bonus. So like a lot of the electromechanicals from this era, when you add bonus, you know, it's all here. It's a bonus heavy game. So the more bonus you have at the end of the game, end of the ball, you're doing a lot better. So these targets handle mainly bonus, but when you get all 4 down, it lights the extra ball. So that is a big thing. So if you can get all 4 down, light the extra ball, hit this target, you're good. Second thing, the upper drop target bank up here. What's cool about that is it's got multiple bonus levels to it. So if you hit a drop target when the light is off, you just get, it moves over 1 position. But if it's lit, if one of these lights is lit and you hit it, it moves 2 or 3 positions. I don't remember what it is. And these 5 white lights correspond to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here on our rollovers and target over here. So that's really cool. Another cool feature about this game is you got this long row of rollovers. It's like, oh, big whoop, you know, no big deal. But it's pretty cool. It's something different that you don't see in a lot of games. But they're also, they're not all lit all the time. It's not, they just don't light them all the time. You get different bonus or different points based on if they're lit or not. So we got 100 or 1,000 when lit. They are lit per, I'm pretty sure it's the rollovers. Yeah, the rollovers control whether they're lit or not. So the 4, 1 through 5 again on this machine. So they kind of tied the feature in with the drop targets here and these little white lights. So they really bundled the features on this one. So it's really cool because let's say I've got 1 lit and the rest not lit, and the ball hits them all. You hear the different chimes going on. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Gordon and Ed had a really good long run. Some of my favorite pins. Definitely some good stuff. We've also got bonus times 2. If you knock down all of these targets, you will trigger bonus times 2. And bonus times 2 is also something that changes from 3 to 5 ball. On 3 ball setup, on the Gottliebs of this era, bonus times 2 will automatically activate on the 3rd ball. And probably on 5 ball, it's 5 on the last ball. Not really sure. Alright, I wish it was in the middle of a game there, but that's okay. We'll restart. I don't care. I'm not paying attention. I'm just here to have fun and chat with you guys. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. Choo-choo. Oh, one more green one to get. Up and around, didn't even hit anything. I've also got a little saucer up in the right-hand side. Doesn't get used too much, but the saucer will get you 1,000 plus an extra 1,000 for each one of these green lights lit. And those green lights correspond to our drop targets for this side. So they really got stuff really integrated into there, so it's pretty awesome. All right, let's see here. Are you going to set up the toy train for the holidays again? I'm not sure. I might do a real tiny layout. I don't think we're going to be having any guests over, so I'm not sure. But we'll probably do a little something because I'm always buying stuff. So, you know, definitely. Great question. Great question. All right. And that series of rollovers on the left-hand side looks challenging to hit, but it must be really satisfying when you do. Is there a reward for sweeping left-side rollovers? Unfortunately not. That would be totally awesome if they had a reward for all 5. But interestingly enough, the way the lane is, how wide it is, the ball doesn't always roll over all of them. So if you shoot it and it rides the rail all the way up, it only hit a couple. But if you get the right arc, you hit them all. So it's pretty cool. Great question, by the way. Great question. All right. We'll definitely have to try to do some shots there. Yes, the rollovers are definitely activated by the... by the lights here. Alright, so right now we've got no rollovers lit, and if I do a, let's see, I gotta work on my plunge again. We'll do like a Small plunger. Whoa, perfect. Now this one lights up. So there, you see, only one hit. One. Hey, there was a 5. And there was a little different bell that went up. Oh, what the heck? What do we do? Must have tilted there. All right, let's look at that tilt. All right, yeah, we're definitely a little off level here, so... Definitely off level based on where this tilt is. All right, let's see, what do we need? Need my other glasses so I can see. I would say it sucks getting old, but, you know, it doesn't. It is what it is. All right, what are we at? We're at a flat blade screwdriver. All right, we will move the centering ring on the tilt. Alright, good thing this is all low voltage. Well, as long as my screwdriver doesn't wander too far into the main board, we'll be okay. Pinball repair! So what you want to do is the ring, there's a ring around the tilt bob, and that ring is usually on these older machines or whatnot, it is on a bracket that has screws, or the screws go through this ring on the ring is part of a bracket, and you can slide it back and forth, and that will allow you to center the ring, which is important so you don't get false tilts like that one. So we'll move this ring carefully so it's a little more centered. We still might get a tilt. We're a little off. We're leaning a little bit to the left here, but that's okay. It's just like playing a game on location, you know. It doesn't really get me mad or anything. I mean, I like to have my games playing perfect, but hey, it doesn't always happen. All right, that's a little better. Repairs on the fly. That's what I like. All right, let's see here. King Kino played Data East Michael Jordan yesterday. Oh, sweet. Buddy of mine cut his tilt bob off. Okay, cut it off? Wow. This would have been better to snip the wire, right? Let's see. There's been games that I've worked on or owned that I've gotten in that have had, oh yeah, one of the games, can't remember what the name of it was. It was an older Gottlieb, and had tissue paper jammed up all around the tilt bob. So that was pretty crazy. All right, let's see here. Let's hit her again. Love that reset sequence. Let's do a 4-player game because it's always good to keep the score reels lubricated and functioning. So I went through these score reels as, you know, a couple hours of work to go through all of them. It's worth it. Definitely worth it to go through all your score reels and get them right. And then they're good for years to come. All right, let's see. A little more. Beautiful. All right, let's see here. Oh, thought I had it. All right, you can also adjust the pendulum. Yep, definitely. They should make mother-in-law a pinbot. Nice. That'd be interesting. How would that work? Would you have to build her? Would she come from another galaxy or something? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know if Pinbot has a really good backstory. Oh, great one. Mother-in-law of Pinbot. That'd be an interesting homebrew. Alright, let's see here. Like I said, we're just here to have fun. If I play good, great. If I don't, that's okay too. It's part of the problem with that center bank. You can get a good center drain on it. You say tilt bob, I say pendulum. There you go. Potato, potato. Alright, tomato, tomato. Alright. Ah, that blew. That was pretty sad. No ball timer on this thing. That's kind of what's interesting about the Legends pinball there. Even on some of the old DMs, they have like a ball timer. It's like, yeah, that's not quite the way it would be, but oh well, I'm okay with it. Ah, jeez. That's kind of interesting score. 3,000, 17,000, 6,000, 6,000. All right. Also, when I do a reset for the next game, I'm going to be sure to watch the score reels and make sure they all function properly. Make sure they are reset to their normal 0 and watch them how they work. So if then you're getting sluggish, I can attack it before it becomes a problem. Alright. Ooh, that was interesting. Kissed a few targets, didn't hit any. Alright, nice. Yeah, Ryan, on this particular machine, when I got it, the flippers were kind of weak. I mean, I put it on, I left it on standard, it's called standard tap, or just normal, not high tap. But on standard, the flippers were kind of weak, and it's like, that was kind of weird. Because this has got all the same mechanicals as Jungle Queen, and it's got, you know, the same flippers, and I had the tilt, you know, the angle of the playfield set up the same, all that kind of stuff, but yet the flippers were weak, and I couldn't quite understand why. And so I decided to dig into it one day, because it was great, because I had Jungle Queen right there. It's like, why are Jungle Queen's flippers so much more powerful? Jungle Queen is on standard tap as well. Turns out, for whatever reason, this game has a different transformer in it. It's a different part number. It's got a separate winding just for the lights. Maybe because this one has more lights in the back box or something. I don't know. But Gottlieb went with a different transformer than Jungle Queen. And the output voltage of the coils was... or the output voltage for the coils was just a little bit less. It wasn't much. It was just like maybe like 10% or less. It's a very low difference, but I found out that if I put this one on high tap, then I had the same coil voltage as Jungle Queen on normal tap. So I high tapped this one, and it's been playing much more enjoyably since. I generally don't high tap a machine. I've got good voltage at the house, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Dave says, picked up Getaway on Wednesday and traded it plus cash for an Elvira home. Holy buckets! Wow, nice going, Dad. That's good when you can work out a trade. A lot of people would prefer a trade than just going cash. So that's cool. David says that is weird. Yes, that was a real head scratcher on that one. Can't remember. I did put out a video on it or talked about it in one of my videos. But yeah, it was definitely had me flummoxed because it's like these machines are built the same year by the same company. How can they be different in that respect? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. I mean, because it could have been all kinds of stuff. Connectors, wiring, coils, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, spent quite a lot of time figuring that one out. Whoa, nice. All right, let's see here. Boing. Nice. Nicely, Dad. I'd love to try both those games. Oh, yeah. Whew. Elvira's House of Horrors. Nice. I did play a couple times on that at Midwest Gaming Classic. That was cool. Since I played it a few times and watching people play it and whatnot, I've just noticed, you know, with the ball, how the house indicates the ball lock. I think that's really cool. Really, really subtle. You know, it's got the little indicator light in there for 1 or 2. All right, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't just say cash, wanted at least a pin to replace with. Yep, definitely. All right, let's see here. We're back to ball. Okay, well, well, let's see. Hopefully player 2 can beat player 1 here. Let's see what we got going on. Whoa, all right, we got it. Or he's got it. I do have Titan rubbers on the flippers, and those allow you to get a little more bite, especially when the ball is near the tip. It just will tend to grab it a little more. Jonathan says, I've added LED lights to the bottom of my canvas with colors of the pin theme. Do you do any of yours? I have not done that. Basically, I've got so much crap under mine, I don't need to highlight it. And that's just my own fault, you know. It's kind of weird. We'll get real for a minute here. And my dad passed away last October, and just maybe something inside me kind of clicked a little bit. It's like I looked at things differently. It's like, you know, I really don't need to keep X or keep this. I'm not throwing stuff away by any means, but, and I'm still buying stuff, so I'm still being crazy with, you know, collecting stuff and everything. But at least a little bit of me is like, you know, I don't need to keep all this stuff. So I did get a few things that or selected a few things to sell. I just got to work my ass off and do it. But, you know, that's kind of interesting how that works. All right, so we heard a knock there, and how does that work? Up on the top of the, actually you can't see it. Here, we'll do this. All right. Up on the top of the game, there is a series of numbers that are hidden that will only show up if there's a jack in the back of the back box that says enable or disable for the replay, or the match feature is what it's called. And there's a little mechanism that every time you hit a 10-point switch, there's a tiny, on these, it's a dedicated mechanism that just rotates around every time you hit a 10-point. And what it's doing is it's randomizing that number up top. And especially on a 4-player game, you really notice it because the game goes ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk at the end. And what it's doing is it's checking to see if that little match unit matches up with the 10 digits here as you're going around. So it checks this one, that one, that one, and that one, and we got a match at 40 here, so we got 40 up top. So it has no purpose in home use other than to just be kind of fun. So that's what I like about it. Something different. All right, let's see. Carl Lynn Films. Oh, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for chatting and joining in. I super appreciate it. I love playing pinball, and I love hanging out with you guys, and most of all about live streaming. I've been doing it a year and a half, almost 2 years now. Is after I started first live stream, I was like, before I started, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to play pinball for an hour. You know, who's gonna, you know, am I gonna want to do that? But it's not just me playing pinball for an hour. It's interacting with you guys, hanging out with you, because I heard a really great quote from one of the other pinball streamers on Twitch. He said, it's like, you know, from the viewer's perspective, you guys, you're hanging out with me. But from my perspective, I'm also hanging out with you. So I really love interacting with you and hanging out with you. So it's a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody, for being here and chatting. I really appreciate it. All right, Jonathan, I've been hesitant about buying pins that have rollover scoring. So much mechanical going inside of them. So you've been hesitant about electromechanical you're talking about? Having the score reels and stuff? Fair enough. Fair enough. When I first started, my first pinball machine was a Firepower. Only because it happened that I contacted a local collector in town that was on a list, and an old list. And I said, hey, I'm kind of hoping you can help me find a pin. I'm looking to buy my first pin. Do you got anything? I didn't say, do you have anything? But I said, do you know where I can get something? And he said, man, I don't have anything, but I happen to have a pin in my garage that my buddy's left here for like 5 years. It's all apart. You can have it for X amount of dollars. And I said, okay, great. And when I got that, the reason I'm telling the story about, you know, you're hesitant with the score reels and stuff is when I went through it, I was kind of scared to take apart a pop bumper. And because I didn't understand it. And I didn't take apart the pop bumpers on that for a long time. And then eventually I kind of did some research and got a little more brave and took apart the pop bumper. And now I'm to my friends, I'm the pop bumper king, because I can set up a pop bumper pretty darn good. Mark's Basement Arcade has learned a lot, and he is also very good at setting up pop bumpers. So that's kind of one of them things, you know, you kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit and learn how to fix stuff. So there's a lot going on with electromechanical machine for sure. All right, let's see. Do you work on the reels a lot? Okay, great question, great question. So, every time I go through a pinball machine, we'll fire up a game here. We'll keep BSing about it. Good, those are nice and snappy reels. They're setting good. All right, so every time I work on a game, I do it differently. I either do something different. I might do the artwork first. I might clean up the playfield first. I might clean up the back box first. I might clean up the mechanism first. I do stuff in a different order every time. And I also do stuff to different degrees every time. It's just kind of what I'm feeling like. How I want the game to be, if I'm going to keep it, that kind of thing. So The thing with score reels is once you learn the trick of working on them, and this is something I had to learn. This is something I had to really learn. In my first pinball machine, I did not go through the score reels. My first EM pinball machine, I did not go through the score reels all the way. And I think I might have even sold it like that, where they weren't even done. But what I've learned through experience is if you want the most reliable pinball machine for an electromechanical, you will go through everything thoroughly, 100%. That means everything. But you don't have to do that. There are trade-offs for not going through everything. If you just want a game that you kind of, it's like, oh, this is fun, we just kind of kick around it both, a lot of times. If it doesn't work 100%, no big deal. That's cool. My first EM machine was Stratoflight, and I got lucky. It had been sitting in a warehouse with water dripping on top of it, but the cabinet wasn't trashed. Just the playfield glass was. I was lucky because it worked. I mean, I didn't buy it I didn't buy it knowing that it worked. I bought it as a kind of a package deal with some jukeboxes. But through experience, as far as score reels go, I've learned that you better go through all of them and make sure they're all perfect. And especially if it's your first time, they're not going to be perfect. There's a lot of switches and stuff in the score reels for, there's extra switches in the score reels that control what the next reel does when the one reel's on 9 and it sends a pulse. There's like carryover circuitry. So they're really complicated. And these Williams ones, these are tricky to put back, or these Gottlieb ones are tricky to put back together compared to like a Williams. But yeah, it's just kind of one of them things. I have nothing wrong with somebody who takes an EM machine and just kind of, loosens stuff up and gets it to play and then sells it or whatever. Now, I got a little problem if they say it's been restored, but I don't have anything wrong with somebody doing that. Either it's time issue or knowledge or whatnot. And I don't do that. I mean, I'll go through the score reels on every game, but here's a great example. On this particular game, when I went through it, this example here, Vulcan, this particular game, it was, I will say, in a project state for many years between at least 3 people. This game had at least 3 owners with nobody working on it. Now, luckily, it didn't sit in the garage for all those 3 years in Wisconsin. Or who knows how many years, all those owners. Let's do like a 2-player game. But, so it basically sat for a long time. There's a lot of wear on the back of the cabinet from it sliding around in the various garages of people and floors and stuff. So when I bought it, I knew it was going to need everything. I knew it was a project, a full-on project. I wasn't even going to plug it in and check it out. So what I did, because I wanted to focus on the artwork, is I cleaned out the top of the playfield, pulled everything off, and just went to town. I cleaned this sucker up. I didn't use Magic Eraser because I didn't want to remove the original clear coat on it. It does have a clear coat. It's lacquer. Very soft clear coat, but it's there. So I just freed up a couple units. I went through all the score reels because I knew that would be important, and then I troubleshot it from there. And did I waste extra time? Did I use extra time troubleshooting it? Hell yeah. I definitely spent extra time troubleshooting it that I would not had to have done if I went through everything. But I got it playing pretty good. Played it for like a year. And, folded it up and put it in the corner. And then, 300 points, nice. And when I got it back out, I said, I've noticed some problems as I'm playing it, so I went through everything. It's sort of like phase 2. So I went through all the relays in the bottom. I went through all the mechanical units, and but I didn't have to go through the score reels. That's the thing. If you go through them really good, and you don't have any stuck switches, so if you got a stuck switch, you're going to burn out a score reel coil. That's one of the things with electromechanicals. Like if you got a pop bumper that locks on, you're not only going to burn out that pop bumper, but you're going to burn out the score reel, and you might burn out something else if it's locked on for like 10 minutes or something. So there's always pluses and minuses, and I'm never going to be the one to say, you have to go through all the score reels when you get a machine. You have to do this. You have to. I'm not one of them people. You see that enough on the forums where people are like, you've got to use super lube. If you lose anything else, you're a dum-dum, you know. Or, no, I'm not that way. I don't even use super lube, but it's good stuff. All right, what do we got here? All right, let's see here. For sure, I have to get out of that comfort zone with arcades and pins, learning how to fix things. Yep, definitely. Let's see, Jonathan says my Electra is about the same, except for scoring, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Electras, yeah. Yeah, you got switches on Electra and all that kind of stuff that need attention and all. Yeah, I hear you. All right, Carl Lynn says one of the best EMs. Yeah, very cool, very cool. All right, let's see here. Barricades, let's see, love Electra. Electra is fun. Took me forever to get it playing 100%. Yep. Jeremy had one before, got his bride. It was an amazing time playing it. Yep. Let's see, David says, yeah, I hear you. Some people will clean the wax playfield, put new rubbers, and say it's been shopped. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Unless they're going to offer a guarantee with it, be wary. Let's see, this Vulcan looks amazing, plays great. Thanks, Jonathan. It's been a long road. Like I said, I initially did, after I got it, up and running, I had to do a lot of troubleshooting on it and kind of get the features to work and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let's see here. I have liked pinball, but his expertise and excitement really make me think a lot about pinball and wanting to collect more. Nice. I like the new MOSFET boards to prevent burning lat coils. Oh, yeah, very cool. That's cool. That I added to Electra. Very nice. Yeah, they finally started figuring that out in, like, I want to say, is it System 11, Williams? Maybe they did it before, where they only send, like, a pulse. And they don't lock on stuff, so you get a lot less issues with that. All right. Oh, boo. By the way, for those of you that follow the stream here, obviously give this a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps YouTube kind of, recommend it to other people. Over half our views on YouTube come from YouTube's recommendations. Just say, putting it in somebody's watch list, or thing on the side of their screen that says, hey, you might like this. Or when they get done watching one of our videos, say, hey, you might want to try this video. So that really helps. I forget where I was going next. I had something else to say, darn it. That's half the fun of it. All right. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to say. Also, for those of you who are watching that have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing, by the way. But make sure you turn on the bell notification icon so you get like a notification on your phone when I go live. Now, granted, I do the normal live on Saturday on YouTube at 10, Sunday on Twitch at 10 also, Central, 10 a.m., and generally midweek sometime, usually about 7 o'clock, midweek p.m. for the At Games Legend Virtual Pinball. So we do that as well. All right, let's do a 3-player. Good exercise of stuff. Nice. All right. So you want to do that so you get notified of that. But I do occasional live streams on repairs. And I'm going to be doing one when I go through the power board on Bride of Pinbot. Cool thing about Bride of Pinbot is I had that machine in the house in 2013. I worked on it for a former owner, not the last owner. It's been through a few hands, so it's been quite a few years, and I went through the board on it then. But different owners, things happen. It needs some more attention. It doesn't need the same attention because that had on the input of that board for the general illumination, it was just burned bad. I had to replace the header, and I had to I had to add solder braid from the connector to a little further in the board on the input for the general illumination because it was just burned bad. And now the input's fine. It's the output that's having the issue. So on when we were playing it over the weekend, I had some in-laws over and stuff. Bride of Pinball was a hit, by the way. Everybody loved it. Said, this is awesome. The lower GI quit working, and that could be anything. Could be a wiring issue, could be a fuse. Nothing obvious when I glanced at it. But since I first fired it up, the general illumination in the back box has been sketchy at best. So that's down to a header on there and a connector. So we'll definitely be doing some of them board repairs live. So I'm not sure when I'll do it, but definitely keep an eye out. All right, so I've got 1 through 5 on here, and it is lit the special. All right, let's see here. Ooh, nice. All right. Hopefully I can get an extra ball out of this thing here. Nice. Missing it. This game's pretty hard to trap up to, so we will definitely be reading your comments. All right, there's one. Oh, beautiful. We got 2 times scoring. Oh, nice. This will be a good ball. And the drop targets reset, which is really awesome. That's what's really fun on this game. Oh, so close. I really want that extra ball. Getting exciting. Ah! Nice. Good bonus. Good bonus. All right. Nice. We might roll number 2. We'll see. All right. All right. Have you ever scored more on this machine than 5 digits? Oh, yeah. What's really cool about this game with Gottliebs of this era, I don't think in 75 they did. Probably 76 or 77 they had to get more exciting. So what we've got here is we have got a white area, and behind it there is a light that says 100,000. Now my high score on this game is 238,780. That was done last year, and that was a killer game. And Russ has a high score. My buddy Russ has a high score of 176, which was done in 2020. Actually, mine was done earlier this year. Yeah, that was done. That was like an amazing game. Wow, that was crazy. I streamed that one. That was like, technically it was like a 300,000 game, but that was nuts. I was getting extra balls all the time. It's crazy. But that was a lot of fun. But yes, they've got the extra light there, but it only counts up to 199,990. So yeah. All right. Have you thought about adding a 2.0 kit to your BOP? They just released Funhouse 2. Yeah. Where did that Funhouse kit come from? It's like that was kind of out of the blue. I mean, granted, I am not into everything. I'm not on every thread, but to me that came out of the blue. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? So I'm not planning on doing it with the Bride of Pinbot, but the Funhouse one, that kind of shocked me. That was pretty cool. All right, what's a good way to keep up with your high scores? All right, so I'm thinking you mean like track them. What I do, just for my games, is I've got a little labeler kit, and I put a label right on top there. Now, on the game that I bring to shows, Top Hand, that's an older game, but it's got a little white rectangle for the high score, and it was meant to use a grease pencil on. I just put a label on there for that. But some people, what I've seen for their home arcades, they've got like a dry erase board that they do. So yeah, I'm not a really huge high score tracker, especially with the electronic ones, because I'm always changing settings, and on Champion Pub, I'll play 10 ball on stream just so we can get through the game and show everything. And of course you get a monster score there, but that doesn't really count. All right, what do we got? Planetary Pinball is doing them. They have a full Bally Williams licensing. Yeah, very cool. They're just licensing it though. They didn't actually develop it, but somebody in Spain or something like that, some company, something like that, developed it. I went to the website, took a look at it. I looked at Planetary's website, saw that, but oh yeah, there was an article in Pinball Magazine. That's what it was. That talked about it. I want to say it was Spain or something, but I'd definitely be interested to see some gameplay of that. I'm not a huge Funhouse fan anyway, but Rudy doesn't really creep me out. It just doesn't do anything for me. So it's pretty crazy. Taxi would be interesting. But yeah, it's like $2,000 for the kit, something like that. But I think it's a good time to bring it out. But yeah, I've played the 2.0 kit, but I'm really enjoying Bride of Pinball. I kind of wish I could change more of the default settings. Like the jackpot kind of irritates me because I don't think there's a way in the settings to change how quickly it builds, unlike Pinbot. It just builds to at a default rate, and before you know it, you're at 8 mil. And I was like, well, that's kind of lame. But I understand why they do it that way. But I'm always a person that likes options. Even if I don't use them, I love options. You know, I definitely do some questionable things just so I can have options. And sometimes it bites me in the butt. But I love options. I love having the ability to do something different even if I don't do it. Kind of weird like that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, didn't expect that one. Nice. Nice. Okay, I just like the fact they're breathing life into some of these older games. Yeah, definitely. Funhouse definitely isn't unloved. That is a very popular game from my understanding, so. But I'm kind of curious on that. Ah! Man, I should have watched for a Lazarus. These Gottliebs really give you a Lazarus quite often. Alright, so we're at 81. Let's see if we can roll it. Let's see here. Ah, not quite enough. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. I didn't expect that. Good. Okay, 89, 90. This is kind of getting me hyper because I really want to roll it. 94. Okay, we got it. We definitely rolled it. If we drain, we'll roll it. All right. All right. There we go. 100,000. All right. Woo. Okay. We also heard another knock there because this game gives you replays. I've got it set up for 110, 130, 180. So we've got 111, 380 over there. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Let's see here. Let's give it a little more nudging. Ah, well. See what happens. Ooh, that was lucky. Didn't expect that. Nice, up around the top. Good. So kind of the interesting thing about this game with this wide gap with the flippers, as it was coming down there, I didn't try to hit it with the right flipper, but I held the right flipper up so it would kind of bounce and nudge over to the left flipper, and that worked out pretty good. All right, that's pretty awesome. We're doing good. We're at 10:50. Nice. Time is good. We'll probably cut her off at an hour here, so about 10 more minutes, so definitely. I'm definitely happy with everybody that's joined in and chatting. This has been way more fun than I expected. I mean, I love playing Vulcan, but it doesn't... Streaming is different, because I stream at the same time, regularly on the weekends. And 100% I understand that people are doing different stuff at different times of the year. People sleep in, people do all kinds of stuff. And regulars, I am super happy with you guys joining me. Huge help. Thank you. Thank you. That's after I've been streaming for like a year, we started getting more regulars, and it's like, oh, this is really going somewhere, so it's really awesome. But I'm never any obligation to be here and watch me, but it seems like the watch time on Vulcan here is usually a little less, Some games are a little more. There's always people coming in and out that don't chat, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of interesting to look at the stats and see which games do better and which games do worse for streaming. So, I mean, there's people that'll say, "Oh yeah, bring out the EMs and stuff," and it's great to see. And it is. I enjoy watching the EMs on stream. On Twitch, Pinball and Cancer, Norma Jennings. She's got a couple of EMs that she streams in a rotation. One of them is Big Indian. I had that one here that I worked on for somebody. It's not a game I really like a lot, but it's pretty good. Also, she's got an old game called Jalopy from the early 50s, I think it is. That's got impulse flippers. So you hold down the flipper button, the flipper just goes beep. That's it. That's all it does is beep. So you got to like tap the flipper button. That's pretty cool. That's like a car race kind of thing. I like that one. Because it's not in the best mechanical shape, she doesn't stream it all the time. But I wish I was closer to Florida. I'd fix it for her. So that's definitely cool. All right, what do we got here? Excellent. All right, so speaking of that, let's just see what the average watch time is for this video. 9 minutes 25 seconds. That is not bad. I'm happy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you hanging in there. Let's have a little more golden grams and we'll keep playing. All right, let's do a little contest. Let's do a 4-player game, and you guys tell me which one you think is going to win. It's just for fun. Okay, another thing I did when I last went through this, the second phase of me going through this machine, was one of the things that was irritating me is the score reels, they have individual bulbs above them on the top and below on the bottom. So they were flaky, and you can buy individual sockets, brand new sockets, and put individual sockets in there. But as this machine was originally made, there's sockets that are riveted to a strip of metal, and it's a strip as wide as all 5 score reels. So what I did is I pulled those out, and I cleaned up the connection between the base of the socket and that metal piece, and then I soldered it. I put flux in there and I soldered it. And for each one, I spent at least a half an hour on each one. Plus, I also ran a wire from where the bulb base pushes up a pin. I ran a wire from each pin. So I daisy chained each pin together and ran that. So that's at least a half hour per each one. But worth it because they all work really good. They weren't rusty. They're just a little corroded, and age and heat and stuff will cause that to flake out. All right. Dodd says number 2. I was thinking about this today. We'll just do something goofy here. Because we like being goofy here at the stream. This idea just kind of hit me. I don't know why I'm wearing this, but it's fun. It's different. Whatever. All right. So if you guys didn't catch me on the Halloween stream, I was wearing this one day. So, all right. That Halloween stream was fun. Oh, not quite enough. Need a little more juice. Too much juice. That's okay. Whoa, nice. Okay, anybody else? All right. Dad said number 2. Anybody else? Winner. Who's going to be the winner? 1 through 4. Ah. All right. Still got a little flaky light socket there on the white ones. You're always kind of chasing those around. I'm okay with that. I like fixing that stuff. Some people don't. Some people say, "Oh, just replace them all." All right. Let's see here. Nice. Oh. We'll just give it a random pull. All right. Well, so far number 2's Ed. Ah, jeez. Here we go. Yeah, I wish YouTube had the ability to kind of raid other streams. I think that would be fun. Because, like with Twitch, you know, like, after an hour, the chat kind of dies down, and I'm sure there are people that jump in and whatnot. But like when you get a raid and you get a whole bunch of people in, that can be really fun. So for Twitch, I like that. All right, I saw a comment come in there. Oh, go number 1. It could be. Anything's possible. Okay, what we got for ball 2? 1 is at 7,000. 2 is at 15. 3 is at 4,000. 4 is at 20. All right. It's just something we do for fun here. All right, 2. Also interesting, you notice as the score motor runs, the pop bumper lights will shut off. I have read that was kind of on purpose. They've tied it into like a score motor switch circuit. And that's to let the players know that the score motor is running, so you're not going to get points for drop targets and whatnot. Because the score motor is busy doing other stuff. And that, you can definitely see that in this machine when you like hit a pop bumper or something like that, then you hit the like a drop target or something. You won't get points for the drop target. All right, let's see here. Oh, number 1's at 23. All right. Good. 2's good. I'll take 2. Definitely appreciate everybody hanging out, saying hi, and BSing with me. It's been a lot of fun. I'd kind of like to work on Bride this weekend, but I'm not sure. I do have some more video editing to do. Ed is currently at the Chicagoland Jukebox Show, and he texted me this morning and said, hey, Jeremy, I dropped a couple of videos into our shared drive. And, yeah, so that'll probably be something I'll put out soon. I also have an interview with Spooky Bug and DJ from, that'll probably be one of the last interviews I do for the Midwest Gaming Classic. I'll probably put that out Saturday, but I'm not sure on that. It's a pretty good interview. Turned out really good. Despite the fact that I wasn't recording the audio when I first started and we had to start over, but that was fun. All right, Jonathan says, wow, didn't think about it not registering the other components while the score is winding. Yep. It's not so much the score reel, but so when you hit a drop target, how it works is the score motor is actually like your calculator. So it completes a circuit that the score motor will run so many times, so it gives the score reel 5 pulses if we do that. So there's other things that happen, so you will miss other scores. So it's like if I hit a drop target, then I hit something else, the score motor is busy. So yeah, there can be a lot of lost points in here. And there's an interesting thing. If you ever play Firepower or other very early electromechanical or early solid-state games, you notice that when you're done with a really good ball, the score keeps going. It keeps adding it up. Part of the reason they did that on Firepower, and probably other ones as well, was so the player would know that they're not getting cheated, because you can't see the score adding up when you're doing big scores on those games. So that's something that they were thinking about. Excuse me. Now my stomach's feeling better, so that's good. I knew it would. I knew you guys would make me feel better. A little upset tummy last night. Nothing terrible, but not the best sleep in the world. Alright, we are on player 2 here. Doo-doo-doo! See if we can get an extra ball here, at least on one of these players. Whoa, good save. If you guys haven't watched the Lazarus video, that's pretty good. It's a short video. While I was streaming Jungle Queen, got a Lazarus one time, and it's like, whoa, Lazarus, and it was pretty cool. I slowed down the clip, so I was like, whoa, Lazarus. That was fun. It's fun to play around with the video editor sometimes. Well, we're going around a lot, not hitting anything. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. And that not registering things, that just kind of came from observation. Yeah, nobody ever really complained to me, but just playing it and observing it. Whoa! I spent a lot of time making this playfield as smooth as I could. Applying pressure, building up heat, and letting out. Oh, that was a Lazarus. That was definitely a Lazarus. Wow. Didn't expect that one. Caught me by surprise. So Lazarus is when the ball goes down between the flippers and then it bounces around and pops back up. Nice. All right. We still got a little camera battery left, so let's do one more game. And I've really had a lot of fun today. This has been great fun. Okay, I was on the phone, then the cat caught me off guard. Nice, thank you. I just thought I'd do it to be silly. I just thought about it this morning. It's like, you know, I could wear that. All right, this is the final game. Camera should keep working. Had a lot of fun doing those interviews at Midwest Gaming Classic. All right, final game, unless something happens to where I'll say one more game. So, I like doing goofy stuff. Oof. Outlanes are killer. Brett, happy Saturday, Jeremy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, Brett. I appreciate you joining in and saying hi. That is huge. I really appreciate it. This is the final game, by the way, so hopefully it goes good, unless we decide to do another one. Ooh, nice. I really want an extra ball. We got one extra ball today. Ooh, one more target. One more green target in the center. Oh, so close. Nice. Oh, man, just whizzed past that sucker. All right, let's see here. Oh, man, lucky bounce, lucky bounce. Nice. Now, let's see if we can hit that target. Hey, extra ball. Woo! 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 Jeremy bounce. Woo! All right. Sorry I'm late, just got home from work. Hey, that's okay. I appreciate you joining in, even if it's only for like a minute. I don't care. It's fun. Love the color scheme on this pin. Yes. Have a great weekend, Jeremy and everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We are playing our extra ball. And the camera's on red, so we might lose the camera. But this is definitely the last game. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I should try for another extra ball. Nope. All right. So, this has been Jeremy with Pinball Mayhem. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll say it again, just in case you aren't. Subscribe. That's awesome. We love it. The reason why I'd like you to hit the bell icon so you get notifications is I do random live streams once a month, or it varies. But if I'm working on something that I think is interesting, like doing a repair that I'm not going to do a separate video on per se, I'll do a live stream. So as you can see back here, we got the very risque Bride of Pinball on the side of the cabinet there. And I'm going to be working on her. I'm going to be doing some board repair on the main power board and maybe a little bit on the computer board too. Just cleaning up some headers, looking for damage. Got some issues with it. But yeah, so that's something I think you guys would enjoy. It's kind of fun seeing somebody do board work and BSing while you're doing it. So yeah, definitely. All right, let's see. Have a great weekend, Pinheads. Twitch tomorrow. Oh, definitely, 100%. Twitch tomorrow. Thank you very much for the reminder. For Twitch, search Pinball Mayhem. My Twitch handle is Pinball_Mayhem_Jeremy. But if you just search Pinball Mayhem, you'll find us. I've got a channel. My channel partner Ed has a channel, so definitely check that out. 10 o'clock Central. So we'll be doing Vulcan again, so that'll be fun. Let's see. Barricade. Hope everybody enjoys their holidays. Yep, definitely. See ya. Time. 10 o'clock Central will be the Twitch stream. So thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate you hanging out, and have yourself a great day, and we'll run our end tune. All right, here we go.